Hello everyone, and welcome to Rise to Ruins. This may look a little familiar, and that is because Rise to Ruins was formerly known as Retro Pixel Castles, and it was a lovely little game, if extremely difficult. But I've been playing it an awful lot over the last couple of days, and I think I've gotten a little better at the game. I understand it a little more. There's a lot of stuff that isn't stated. Oh, what was that? But there was a lot of stuff that wasn't stated in tutorials and things like that, which I think I've now gotten the hang of. So I was hoping we could do a little series on this until we inevitably get wiped out. And we'd see how it goes. So I'm going to go to the world map, and we're going to load up the world map, which is just covered in little references to other games. For example, if you go right here, see, oh no, nothing conspicuous here, nice little map. Right here, look. There is a Triforce, it's hidden in the water. And if you scroll along here, here's the little dwarf fortress dwarf. And there's the peanut butter jelly man. I have no idea what he's doing there. I don't know what this is from. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it's from Skulls of the Shogun, which is a bit odd, a little different to all the other games there, but hey. I don't know, what is this, Duck Hunt or something? I don't know. That's Pong, clearly, you see. There's the flipper, or the paddle, whatever. Not the flipper. There's the paddle. There's a paddle. I think that's what that's meant to be. But when it's lines surrounded by the lines, it gets a little difficult to tell. And over here, that's clearly Mega Man. And never really played much Mega Man. Not sure what this is. I think this is his logo. It's a logo of the developer or something. I think. I can't remember. A lot of these I don't know. Here's gee, what could this game be? And is that the Enterprise from Star Trek? I think it is, and we've come full circle. Anyway, just thought we'd have a look around at those real quick. So I think we'll probably pick our starting location. Here's the world map. You then pick which map you would like to start on. You can see it sort of zooms in, and this is the screen you'll play on. Personally, I've been really enjoying Woodhaven lately, so I think we'll go with Woodhaven. I like Woodhaven. Let's go right to there we are. Alright, so we load in really quickly, and welcome to the game. So, you start off by placing a camp. I'm probably going to place mine somewhere around here, probably a little closer up here actually, now that I think about it, after my last few playthroughs. Yeah, we're going to go maybe up there, that's where we'll go. Alright, all our little villagers will be beamed in from limbo, because what is a village without villagers? And they should all, you know, start using the rocks and the logs and things that we've beamed in from space to build this here camp to get us started. We'll just let them get on with that. There's not much you can do until it's done, so. Well, I say that. There's precisely nothing you can do until it's done. I mean, you can go around and you can drop fireballs and stuff, and I'm not going to do that yet. Waste of mana, but, you know, you could if you really wanted to, right? There's no harm in it, I guess. And there we are. So, there is our, well, camp. It's a bit lackluster. Not even a camp, really. It's just like a bundle of sticks. So we'll start by building a farm right here. And to do that, basically the way this works, I'm going to pause because time is quite important on the first day. So the camp, you assign, if I unpause it, right, you can assign down here villagers to individual buildings. If you assign them to the camp, they are your constructors. They will wander around and build stuff. Since there's no, since you need resources to build, they will go gather the resources you need. They'll chop down trees, mine rocks and things, and then they'll take those resources to a building. They will not harvest it unless it needs to go directly to a building. So they don't produce a surplus, which is obviously going to be a bit unfortunate from time to time, but there you go. So, next we'll start harvesting some wood. You designate where you want them to take the wood from, so that they don't sort of expose you to enemies or whatever if you're using trees as cover. So, we'll just designate a whole bunch of these to be used, like so. Yeah, that'll do. That should do fine. And we'll do some of these as well, just in case they're closer. You know, save a little time. And that'll be that, right. So, now a farm isn't all we need. We'll need a lot of farms, by the way. But a farm's not all we're going to need. We're going to need some tents for our people to stay in, so we'll probably build those somewhere near to the... yeah, it does that from time to time. Don't know if that showed up on the recording. Didn't check in time. But yeah, the screen flickers from time to time. So just gonna do I want to build it right there? No, maybe. Bear with me a second. How wide is, like, I don't know, a clinic? That's 6 tiles wide, right? So I'll leave enough room for that to there, and we'll start building a few tents. We need quite a few. My main mistake with this game is I used to go straight for the hovel, which takes a lot of boards, which initially, that's a big investment, right? It takes a long time to get that many boards built. But my mindset was, if I build that, then I won't need to build all these tents, you know? It'll be quicker, because each hovel allows 24 people in, whereas each tent takes 6. But you can build 6 tents in the time it takes you to build a hovel. So, yeah, that's basically where I've been going wrong. I'm going to assign 4 people to that, and we'll say, hey, you can harvest food from over here. And then, just because I've played on this map before, I know there's a patch of food up here, so we'll mark that as well, because this won't be enough for all the farms we're going to be building. So it's important to get your tents set up real quick, because people get very, very, very unhappy. So, you know, like when they're homeless, as one would imagine, right? So we get our tents. They've got somewhere to go when they're tired. It's somewhere to go when it's hot or cold. You know how it is. Somewhere to go when they want to sleep and all that. So generally, it's important because unhappy villagers don't work so well. They tend to drag their feet and kick stuff, waste time. And we'll build a couple more, because we are going to need enough for 32 villagers. We're going to need more than that, actually. So if we go here, we can take from Limbo, and you can see, butcha! We can expend our mana to bring in a whole heap new villagers. I like to do that right off the bat, so that I can get things set up quicker. So it's kind of pointless right now, actually. I just really felt like beaming people in from outer space. So yeah, a little pointless, because we have no way to assign them, no buildings to assign them, but we will in a minute. We will in a minute. So bear with me for a minute. I know everyone's going to be like, oh, that was silly, why did you do that? But I don't care, it'll be fine. Relax. Calm down, Nancy. So we'll build another farm next. Oh, we've run out of slots, so now we need to upgrade our camp because we can't build anymore. That's a problem. Gonna need to harvest some stone from somewhere as well. We may as well clean up these random bits, which should unlock us in a little more building space. So if we just clean those up, maybe shorten this a little, that'll give us a little more space. So there we go. I'll designate this bit over here as well. Just these patches, again, just so I unlock a little more space later on. Yeah, that should do that. And hopefully they'll get on this as soon as they're done with the tents. Actually, let's fast forward, do this one first. We'll pop that to the top and they can get on that quickly. The people, yeah, you can see they'll wander off, they'll grab a turnip from over there and they'll plant it over here. And then once they harvest, you know, sort of, you see where I'm going from that. You take a wild seed, you plant it, and it grows into 2 more. You then plant 1, and then that grows into 2 more, and then you eat the excess. You know what I mean? So they'll fill up the farm with wild ones, and then they'll use that to now fill another farm and another farm once I build it. You know, so that's how that's gonna work. It's important not to get ahead of yourself, build too many things at once, and people start getting whiny. People are confused and homeless and complaining about not having any food and all that. They sure love complaining. Honestly, though, they're pretty easy to keep happy. Build them houses and produce a ridiculous amount of food, and you'll be fine. What I've noticed is it's not enough to have enough food in this game. You have to have lots of it. You have to have a huge surplus just to keep your people happy, because otherwise people tend to starve. Pardon me. People tend to starve, like, even though you got 30 food, just because everyone else is holding it. There's like some guy's not even hungry and he's holding a carrot in his back pocket, and the guy's like starving, like, no, I'm dying of hunger, and the guy's like, this is my carrot, you can't have it. So they're not very compassionate. Not at all. Oh, there goes the screen again. I don't know why it does that. No idea. Does it when I'm not recording as well, so I can't even blame recording. So I got nothing. Alright, so we'll build that next. We'll then queue up. How many more do we need? We got enough for 30, 36. And then we'll say 42, and then that'll be enough. We'll build 1 excess tent, and then that'll be enough for now. There we go. Nice. We're off to a decent start. It's not even the end of the first day. It's midday currently. Monsters don't spawn until the start of the second day, so you have all of the first day and all of the first night to get yourself established before you start being assailed by zombies. which is very, 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 very nice. Very nice. Pretty sure it didn't used to do that, and that would suck. But that was a long time ago. He had the ability to have a couple days to yourself, well, a day to yourself, a while back, which is, you know, that's fair enough. It's fair enough. Very happy with that. So, we'll get this done. Just chopping trees a minute. We're just sort of waiting for them to get on it. Sort of waiting for them to do their thing. What is the beeping? I don't quite know what that is. Is that completed construction? Oh no, it's a level up. It's a level up. That's fine. Your people level up, they get stronger and stuff as they go, so chopping down trees builds them the muscle they need to smack zombies harder. They also gain dexterity and intelligence. I'm assuming strength means they do more damage. That's what the other stuff means, I have no idea. So, dexterity, do you have something to say about that? No? Yeah, there's nothing to say about that. I'm assuming dexterity makes them move faster and intelligence does something. I don't know. I don't know what the stats do, and the game doesn't really tell you, which is one of the things this game suffers with, I find. Is there's a lot of stuff it doesn't explain. Like, it doesn't explain that if you need mana, you can collect these little green blobs. Chopping down trees produces these little green blobs of essence. You can just sort of pick them up with your cursor. Just like, boop, and there you go, you got some more mana. You know, which is kind of important, I find. Later on, you really need to be hoovering up that essence. Hey, a child has grown up. Fantastic. The people do pop out sprogs every now and then, and they'll grow up and become more worker bees for you, which is nice. It's the main way you'll be growing your population. There are also other ways. For example, nomads will show up from time to time, and if they make it to your base, they'll join you. It's not really hard for them to make it to your base. So long as you know where they are, you can just go over there, pick them up with your godly powers, and just drop them in your base, which is good. And I really hope the developer doesn't remove that, because that seems like the sort of thing the dev might remove. Just, I don't know why he would. Because I personally think it's perfectly fine. I mean, if you're some sort of all-knowing deity, why wouldn't you be able to pick up this nomad that's wandered into your land and drop him in here? The guy clearly wants to join, you know, help him out. Help a guy out. Are there any more people in here? 31 rocks, 10 villages. Oh, we do have more people. There's no need for it. Ah, I'm no good at taking it easy and not doing that. If they're available, you know, I just want to pick them up. Alright, our camp is full again. But it's important to get the food in ASAP so that they start growing it ASAP. Because 17 food sounds like a lot, but we've got 42 villages currently. I've got 10 more villages in Limbo, so that's 52. You know, so you need people. You need lots of people in this game. You need to get more fed, and during summer, food grows really slowly. Spring is the best time, and we're obviously in spring now, as it says in the top right here, spring. So it gets really hot in summer, and you want people to be doing as little work as possible, because otherwise they'll get too hot. And then they'll catch fire and die. This game does not play around. This game is for the lazy man, because if you work too much, everybody burns alive. So who knows what's going on there, but it's a philosophy I can get behind. Sorry boss, going home early. Why? Because if I don't, I will catch fire. Okay, fair enough. You know, I feel like... well, my boss maybe not, but I feel like some bosses would probably be like that. I kid. But, yeah, you know. Threat of catching fire and dying is probably the best reason to go home early, I feel. Not that my old school teachers would care. Whew. Years ago when I was in school, no, they weren't too keen on letting anybody go home for any reason, you know? Miss, my leg's falling off. I'm gonna put a sticker on that, put a plaster on that, and give you a smiley face sticker. You'll be fine. What? No, it's not how that works at all. Can you hurry up and do this? Because we need more building slots. I've built 3 farms in a row now, just to avoid, because last time I was doing this particular build path, and I lost several people. It was only like 2. It was only 2 people, but several people, 2 people starved to death before the food production got really kicked into gear. So, trying to avoid that this time. I'd like to minimize casualties. With that said, I probably messed up by porting in all those people I didn't need yet. But yeah, we'll recover. Yeah, we got 14. Yeah, why don't we just... Since they're here, we may as well assign them to be farmers. Why not? They're not doing anything otherwise. Can we have this be top priority, please? Because while this isn't being done, I can't do anything else, you know? It's like I could technically build like 3 buildings at once, but because I got like 24 people currently... Oh, that's right, I could dedicate 2 more people because I expanded it, which means there's more slots for workers. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ah, yeah, there you go. No, I moved it to the top of the queue, so they're doing it a little quicker now. Which is good because it's coming dusk now. It's coming to dusk, and we need to get stuff. Need to get the ball rolling before the monsters spawn. This first day is obviously going to be the most important. What you do here matters. I'm a bit behind the curve, honestly. I did better last time, I think. Which is typical because I wasn't recording then. I think my problem was I built 3 farms this early rather than upgrading this like once or twice more before building the next one. But slows you down a little bit. There you go. This is a game where if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you're gonna die a lot. Alright? You're gonna die a lot. It's difficult. It doesn't play around. You will get drowned in zombies before you even make it halfway through summer. So you need to get towers built to help you with that. And whew, it does not play around. I can't remember, does the ancillary take boards? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. We'll probably build that pretty soon as well then. Which will give us access to some more stuff. But in the meantime, I'm going to go harvesting. And we're going to build a lumber shack over here. See, right about there. That looks good to me. And then they can get on that. We have 8 people working the farms, which is fine. We've only got 3 farms right now. Are people complaining about being hungry yet? No. It says 5 homes have no food, but all that means is the house doesn't have a store of food. Which honestly doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't matter that much. Because if we click somebody... this guy, no, we don't have enough food for all of them to be doing it. But some of these people, I guarantee, are just holding carrots and whatever. Like, well, I think we're harvesting turnips. I think they'll just be holding a turnip in their back pocket. We have 24 turnips. Ah, like this guy here. This guy. 3 turnips. This guy's got, like, 3 carrots, is it? I don't know, it just says raw food. But, yeah. You see what I mean? They're just holding various root vegetables in their back pocket, which... a little selfish. A little selfish. Leave it around. Leave it for someone who actually gets hungry to eat, but... oh well. What can you do? You can't exactly say, you there, give me that carrot. I mean, I would. If I was starting at that guy, I'd punch him for the carrot. I'd take that carrot. I'm not dying because that guy doesn't want to give me a carrot. It's not even his carrot. He just took it from the farm. He didn't even grow it, you know? So, who knows what that guy's thought process was, but... we'll make do. Eventually we'll have so much food, we should be fine. That's my plan anyway. I hope to have enough food before summer to where we don't need to worry too much. We can grow food during summer, it's just very much reduced, so you're really helped if you have a big surplus before you go in there. You can make it through alright, but last time I had maybe like 12 farms just lined up down here. Just a ridiculous number of farms. So, yeah, you'll see screenshots of this game where they have millions of farms and things. So, can we build? Do you reckon we could build that ancillary now? I like to get the ancillary done quickly because it gives me more building slots and it means I've got somewhere to assign my excess workers that will just be generally helpful. You'll notice as you upgrade buildings, by the way, you build up these bonuses. So it's like 6% faster building now because we upgraded the settlement, the main camp twice. And 3% global crafting speed, so everything gets done quicker. You know, you harvest faster, you turn wood into boards faster. 3% doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up because this will also give us another couple of percent, and then that'll add on. You know, and then the lumber shack means you chop trees 5% faster as well once you upgrade that. And it all just adds up to quite a lot. You know, I'm always more in favor of, rather than just having one building that gives a big old bonus, have like a few buildings that give little ones. Because it allows you more variation in the way you play. You know, you can focus on those bonuses if you want, or you can just, or you can not. You know, I don't like when things are tied, when all your eggs are in one basket, so to speak. Whereas everything in this game feels like it adds to you in some way. Feels like you benefit in some way, and it's meaningful. It is meaningful. Like when you finally get a clinic set up, that's helpful. That means you don't have to be sitting like hovering the healing aura over anyone when they're in combat. It's generally a good idea to do that anyway, but it's not absolutely necessary, you know what I mean? Alright, so ancillary should be done soon. So we'll go and start building the lumber mill next. We'll build the lumber mill right... yeah, we'll build it right by here. Yeah, each building has... if I select a building, let's say stone battery here, you'll notice there are unoccupied tiles going right the way around the building. You can build pathways on those, as a rule. You can, like, so, this bit right here, you can't build a building there, but you can still build roads later on, and it basically ensures that there's always space for your villagers to move around. So, it has its downsides as well, but especially on maps with less space than this one. But there's a reason for it, so that's fine. That's okay. Our ancillary is nearly done. There we are, and we got 4 spare people. I'll just put them all on there, give them all something to do. And then once this is done, we'll probably start calling in new people from Limbo. Yeah, there you go, look. The Lumber Shack, by the way, they consistently chop down trees even when you don't need it. There we go, the monsters are coming. Summer arrives in 3 days. It's unfortunate. Summer sucks, but what can you do? There is no way to turn back the clock, so what I'll do is I'll spend some mana here on the Motivate Land spell, which will, all here you can see this is harvested turnips. It'll turn them into unharvested turnips, so that'll allow us to grow a few more farms as soon as... No, not lighting, wrong one. I think I might be about to sneeze, oh dear. Alright, let's see, we'll have a farm. Can we build one down here? Oh, that's unfortunate. There's like 2 rows maybe. Yeah, if I built these 2 rows higher, we would have been better off because we could have had 2 lines. Now I've built them in a bit of an awkward spot. That bothers me to the point where I'm so tempted to just tear them down, but I'm not going to because that would be silly. That would be very silly. It's just going to have to be messy for now. Oh, that's going to bother me. Alright, it's fine. Everyone's sort of going way around here to remove this stone. A little unfortunate. It's quite a trek really, but it's the nearest stone we have, so... they'll have to deal with it. So, what's the next step here? I think the next step, we'll have a lumber mill. We'll have people start working on that, building boards for us to get more advanced structures. We'll probably also upgrade our large settlement as well, just because more bonuses. The earlier you get those bonuses, the better you'll be. The faster you get those, the faster you get everything else, you know what I mean? So that's, you know, always a good place to be in. We also need to upgrade the ancillary, but I think... oh, no, the first upgrade doesn't. Okay, so we'll get that soon as well. So, I don't want to build too much again, though. Like, I tend to keep it about 3 major structures. Walls, obviously, each section of wall counts as a building for the purposes of your builders. But it's such a small building, it doesn't really matter. So you can build lots of walls, but for major structures, like big upgrades, big, you know, lumber mills, farms, I tend to keep it about 3. Just because you get them all done reasonably quickly then, don't you? Reasonably quickly. Alright, so lumber mill, you can be top priority right now. Then this one can be 2nd priority, and then the farm can be 3rd priority. That's what we'll do. So, do we have houses for everyone? We do. We have tent space for everybody, which is nice. Probably build an extra tent as well. Tent's only a small structure, so we'll probably just add that on real quick. Oh, that's annoying. There's a thing right there that won't let me build there. What is that? Like a tree? Yeah, there used to be a tree there. Alright, well, we'll just tear that down. Generally inadvisable, because they do grow back over time. Whereas, you know, if you destroy them, there's not so much, you know, they don't grow back as quick. They do spread, I think, slowly, and if nothing else, you can spread them using Motivate Land. But it's generally best to just leave it there, honestly, unless you really need the space. Like right here, I kind of want it to keep lining up tents. So, that's fine. Stone, though, I don't know. Stone, I don't think stone grows back. It wouldn't really make much sense, would it? So, yeah, the remains of stone also get in your way, but I don't think there's any harm in just removing that, because it doesn't do much for you anyway. It's gone, you know, once you harvest it, the stone's gone. Hey, there we are. Pop 2 people on that. I'll take 2 people off of here. No, we got 8 people on... we don't actually have that many farms, so we'll take 2 people off there for now. The 2 farmers can become lumber mills. Obviously, if they've taken turnips out the ground, they're qualified to run a lumber mill, right? Those are 2 exchangeable skills. Interchangeable skills. What's the word? Can't think what the word I'm looking for is. But either way, now I'm noticing we're starting to need more people, so we'll just beam in the extra villagers. And then we can cap everything out quite nicely. So we'll have maximum constructors and so on. And then we've got everybody here. So everybody can start slashing their back pockets full of carrots and whatnot. And just generally being selfish to one another. You know? A true beacon of humanity. But, you know, they'll contribute. They'll do their part as we go forward. So we'll have a tent there. We've got our lumber shack. I'm just trying to think what we should really be focusing on for the minute. What I'll probably start next. So if we go down here to manufacturing. Oh, it's hot. It's very hot. We got on manufacturing the bowyer. The bowyer produces arrows. Not quite accurate. A bowyer would make bows in reality. But here, I mean, I don't know why he didn't just call it a Fletcher. Because a Fletcher would be the one that makes arrows, right? Unless I'm mistaken, but I'm 90% sure that's why it's called a bowyer. Because the bowyer would make bows. Then why is a Fletcher doesn't really make fletches? Then again, he does like fletch arrows, doesn't he? So I think that's the right verb or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I'm thinking too much. That never benefits anyone. But I'm pretty sure a Fletcher makes arrows and a bowyer makes bows. What are we gonna go for now? So basically, why I'm building this is we can start building up ammunition for when we start building towers. The reason I like this map, by the way, is this choke point right here. If you can clear these trees out and these random rocks, you can make a lovely little maze for the monsters to go through, and then line one side or both sides even with towers, which is just great. You know, it's always helpful to have a natural choke point like that. All this essence just sort of shoots off across the map to these radiance pools, which is unfortunate because these radiance pools gives XP to whatever's nearby, and that includes the mobs. So, little flicker. Yeah, so those mobs just sort of... Oh, is that the autosave? It looks like whenever the game autosaves, the screen flickers. Interesting. Well, at least it's not random like I thought it was. It is tied to a function in the game, so that's a bug I can forgive for now. In a released product, not so much, but this is obviously in early access, as all the good games are, it would seem. As all the good games are. Sorry affair, really, but, you know, lucky I've started building this tent as well, because we've been in 10 more people, which means they're all out of work right now. Well, out of homes. Oh, wrong button. We'll add 2 more people into the lumber shack so we can start building up as much of a surplus as possible. I'm also going to go ahead and designate all these to be chopped too, because you can see where they've sort of spread a little bit from before, where they were originally. There we are. And that should do. Alright, I can build a new farm. I think we'll leave it there for the first episode. Thank you all very much for joining me as we play the newly renamed Rise to Ruins. Get a little bit of a settlement set up. You know, I'm hoping this will go smoothly, honestly, for a while anyway. Eventually, it's just inevitably going to go bosom skyward, but for now, it's very chill and calm. But then you go outside the bounds and you notice there's already a zombie here and a skeleton there, and a headless thing over there. Yeah, try not to think about what's out there, you know. Try not to think about what's out there. We'll just focus on ourselves for now. So thank you all very much for joining me, and I do hope to see you next time.